runner, someDDRnoob, ready to play some Final Fantasy Mystic Quest 100%. So, you'll have to excuse me for the next 3 hours because I'm currently battling a minor cough/sickness, so there'll be times where I'm going to be clearing my throat or coughing a bit. I'll try my best not to have that be audible. So, yeah. I will begin the run in about, well, let's see. Audio balance all good, I hope. So if there's any changes to audio, I will be paying attention to chat here. I have it open up. So without further ado, let's begin our Final Fantasy Mystic Quest 100% speedrun in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, this category of Mystic Quest focuses on the collection of all spells, items, armors, and key items. I'm going to be collecting them through all legal means, such as event triggers, purchasing them, clearing battlefields, and collecting them from chests. This variation of the route is going to be mostly similar to an any percent run, because I will be using the newer tricks that were found that crafted the current any percent routes, and I'm using them to fit my needs for 100%. So everyone's classic first battle, Behemoth, same as before. Just hope we don't get critted in the face. And runners of the game and viewers of the game will know that I'm pretty peculiar runner of Mystic Quest, because the way HP is displayed on the screen right now is in scale. And I will be using scale throughout the run because, well, I like to be different from the other runners. But real reason is I haven't learned how to menu that to display numbers. So, got our first key item, the Withered Branch. Give it to Kaylee. She notices that the forest is aged, and, well, she joins us in a party. So, just like any percent, we're going to be doing some collection of very important items and spells. We're going to grab our first spell of the game. Cure. So, I've had a moment where this old guy has blocked me from pushing the barrel. It happened once, and I couldn't do anything about it. Oh well. So yeah, you would change your HP display here. This is where I'm going to cure up because I took a lot of hits from the Behemoth. And hopefully Kaylee will be able to not miss and one-shot everything here. So yeah, this Final Fantasy is very much like a saga game. You just saw Final Fantasy Legend 2. It's very much in a similar vein. I like to call this game Saga Zero, because it's kind of like a prototypical saga game. And it's in the same style after all, with enemy states depending on HP, the front-facing NPCs, or not NPCs, characters. So here we go. We have our first boss of the game. We're going to be using one of our spells in a very peculiar manner. So I'm going to be using Life as an offense spell. So the way Life works is it's actually does the opposite effect of what you do if you use it as an offense spell. Change my AI setting on my character to auto here. So it doesn't work on undead enemies, but it works on any live enemies. And it acts as a one-shot. However, white magic spell charges depend on the accuracy of the caster, so they won't always hit. So there's a chance that your spellcaster will miss because, well, their accuracy is not truly at 100%. Kaylee one's at 78% or something like that. Yeah, she gets infected by whatever the Minotaur did. We go here, get our treasure, get our new guy, Tristram. Alright, here we go. And our first real dungeon of the game, Bone Dungeon. So, anyone who has seen me run any percents, you'll notice that I don't grab Quake for any percents, but since this is 100%, I will be grabbing Quake. That's the only change to this dungeon compared to any percents. So here we got our third type of weapon, the bomb. So we got the axe from Kaylee after she got poisoned by the Minotaur. We have 4 different types of weapons: the axe, the sword, bombs, and the claw, which we're going to get in the Winter Cave. Bombs do multi-target damage automatically, and they split damage depending on how many enemies are in the battlefield. For the formations in the Bone Dungeon here, I don't want to fight anything that has 3 enemies because, well, we won't be able to finish it in 1 round. And our main character, Benjamin, is a little bit squishy. Unfortunately, depending if Tristan misses or not, it might be rough. I'm gonna have Tristan finish him off. So yeah, Tristan can miss sometimes, but thankfully he's strong enough that he will survive anything that the enemies throw at him. Except maybe a confusion. Gotta watch out for enemies that can confuse. Gotta watch out for this guy too, the Gorgon, which is a reskin of the Minotaur, or not Minotaur, the Behemoth that we fought earlier. Gonna try to save a bomb here by using the axe. Oh yeah, bombs also hit at 100% accuracy rates compared to swords, axes, and claws, which can miss. So I am taking a little bit of risk because of that, but I like to think of it as saving time should it work out. Okay. Little unlucky there with that formation. Got 2 triples. You don't want to get too many single enemy encounters though, because we want to be level 4 by the end of this, before the boss here, in order to survive a little bit more of his moves and just get more pure spell charges in general. So yeah, you'll notice that I defended with Tristan there, with Manuel. That's because Bomb will one-shot it. Tristan won't be able to one-shot alone without a critical hit with the shurikens, which have their own elements, have throw elemental, or projectile elemental. Anything that has projectile elemental has a higher chance of criticals for some reason. So you'll notice that with Tristan and Phoebe when she uses bow and arrow. Alright, level 4 is good. So we notice that we grab the seeds. That's going to be our singular most important item, consumable item. Going to need it to do a few glitches here and out. And we're also going to need to duplicate a few of them because the starting free seeds that we have is not enough for us. You'll notice that that's interesting, that I changed manual here. That's because I want to save time on death animations, but unfortunately, Trista missed here. But that's okay. I'm gonna need to use one of the seeds here because I want to restore all the spell charges for Benjamin. It's gonna need them to fight this guy, the Flameless Rex. This guy is actually undead, so he will need to use Cure as an offense spell. Hopefully Cure does not miss. Oh yeah, I forgot to split. Because I'm running splits. I keep forgetting. Yeah. Strategy, just keep using Tristram's auto attacks. And hopefully Cure doesn't miss. Unfortunately, he missed once. That's actually a good thing that Flamerous can uses his AoE to use Rip Earth. I'm gonna play a little safe here. I have one more Cure spell. Hopefully that doesn't miss. He should almost be dead. Alright, that's fine. I pretty much won this fight, thankfully. No, unfortunately no criticals, but that's okay. Sub 10 time is still pretty good for Flamerous. So that's my ideal situation, is finishing this fight with a sub 10. So, yeah. Beating this guy gives me a 40-second water break. I mean, restores a crystal, so the effects that are affecting this quadrant of the map are lifted. So what happened is the forest was actually aged, and now it's become youthful again. Because apparently taking away earth power takes away life force. It's pretty scary if you think about it. Alright, so Tristram leaves our party, got the elixir. He gets the Dragon Claw, which I wish we had, but it's fine. We'll get it later. I'm gonna grab Quake here as part of our requirements for 100%, and then exit out just the same way. So this bit of a moving sand here, you can move along the same direction as the, well, that's the direction of the sand flow, which means you can exit out of here pretty fast if you do it correctly. Yeah, that was pretty good. That's not easy to do. That's probably the most skillful movements. Not in 100%, but in any percent. 100% there's even more harder movements in getting the Aegis Shield in the Doomcastle area. So yeah, I'm gonna need to use a bomb to blow this Skull and Bones up and get our Steel Shield, which gives us a nice bit of speed. Speed is gonna be very, very important for us to go before the enemies and also go before our allies. Also need to grab Cure Potions. And this is going to be the first real deviation compared to any percent. So the battlefield on the left contains the pendant or charm, whatever it is. So we're going to be fighting it. So the one formation that I need to watch out for is the lizards. The lizards cannot be one-shot by the bombs here, so I'm gonna have to use a Quake spell. But I only have 3 Quake spells, so hopefully I don't get more than 3 lizard formations. So yeah, this strategy, you pretty much hold A except for lizards. If I do run into a lizard fight and I have no more Quakes, I'll finish the lizard off with an axe. So that's 2 lizards so far and 4 battles. Each battlefield in this game has 10 fights. They have a variation between 3 different formations. And all the formations are pretty much like equally distributed, I'd say. Not 3 formations. Sometimes there are some battlefields that have 2 formations, like Exit Battlefield. But 1 formation will be heavily weighted over others. So if I want to bring in the free formation logic in place, that means the single squid formation counts as 2 separate formations. Alright. Unfortunately, got a lizard, an extra lizard there, another extra lizard. But Ben is strong enough that he's going to survive anything that the lizards dish out at him. Again, I sacrifice consistency with speed. Yeah, 2 extra lizards, not the ideal situation. But still an easy battlefield. We get the charm for our efforts. So yeah, you can either do this battlefield right after you exit the bone dungeon or before you go to the focus tower. There's no real difference here. Let's give the elixir to Kaylee. That'll be all better. Yeah, notice that everyone in the town is youthful again. And the trees are nice, bright, and green. Same with level forests. This entire area is now green. So, Kaylee tells us to go to Aquaria and go through the focus tower, which is the origin. So I like to think of the areas of Mystic Quest as being on a Cartesian plane. So we're in the negative space, now we're going to the positive space. Positive coordinates. So, Libra Temple. You notice that I'm restocking bombs here. Yeah, these 2 chests are on the way to give us extra bombs. We're gonna need every single bomb. And I have a very specific bomb strategy that I use for, especially in this category, which I'm going to explain a little bit later. But for now, we have our new party member, Phoebe. She has a claw. She's got pretty good spells as well. She's got fire, which is black magic elemental, and thunder, which is wizard elemental. Black and wizard elemental spells have 100% accuracy. They'll always hit. And we're going to be using Phoebe's spells to great effect here. So we're going to skip past the battlefield before Aquaria because, well, right now we're kind of underleveled for it, so that it's not as consistent. So we're just going to do Winter Cave just as normal. Yeah, I can see a log shape. Gonna need to watch over a few formations here. This is fine. If I'm level 6, which I should be, then I'll fight any formation that I face in this battle. I use thunder and bombs here. I still need to duplicate seeds. I need to duplicate 4 seeds overall. Yeah, level 6, Ben will be able to outspeed the Edgehog no matter what. You can still do the fight at level 5, but the Edgehog does have a chance of outspeeding Benjamin. And the Edgehog can inflict a few nasty status effects like Blind. Which means you're going to have to use Phoebe to heal that. Because right now, Benjamin doesn't have access to the heal spell. That's not until the next little dungeon. We've got the Toad here. Unfortunately, I can't use Phoebe's auto for mixed enemy formations because she will prioritize single target the center enemy if there's a mixed enemy formation. It's kind of dumb. Even though she could clearly destroy all the enemies here in one multi-target spellcast. But that's the AI for you. So yeah, a lot of the speedrun is just micromanaging your spell charges and knowing what the AI will do and anticipating which formations you're gonna see coming up. It's quite a lot of things to pay attention to. If you're not as familiar with the speedrun, I can anticipate taking some time to get used to everything, because there's some formations that are really tough. Like this one. I got lucky here because the centaurs could confuse us with Riddle. And if both party members are confused, then it becomes a lot more hairy. just like the centaur legs are. So hopefully Ben's able to go first. He usually can on level 7. That's pretty good. You'll notice that out of wizard spell charges, Phoebe starts with 10 black magic and 5 wizard spell charges. I will use the seeds to replenish the spell charges. So yeah, what seeds do, as I should have explained earlier, is they restore spell charges for a character. Almost made a mistake there. That's okay. There we go. Another mixed enemy formation. You notice that I'm low on seeds. I'm gonna take the next formation as a prime opportunity for me to duplicate seeds. So yeah, the way you duplicate items, consumable items in this game is you... Oh, first strike. You know what? I'm gonna take this opportunity. Normally I would duplicate my seed in this formation, but since I got first strike, I'm gonna take advantage of it. Alright. Alright, here I'm gonna use a seed. Get to my partner's turn, back out, and run away. I think that's... Oh, I didn't duplicate the seed there. I have to use the seed. Yeah, unfortunately I didn't duplicate a seed here. You have to be using the seed on that turn. And then back out, and then run away from battle, and it'll insert an extra seed in your inventory. So now I have 4 extra seeds. And now I can proceed as normal. So in my any percent run, I also duplicate 4 seeds. So it's nice that there's not a real disconnect between any percent and 100% for myself by duplicating the same amount of seeds. Alright, last formation. We didn't see a riddle at all, which is pretty good, I gotta say. I'm gonna restore Ben's HP with a potion, cure potion. And next boss fight is the Squidite. So Squidites can blind and reduce the magic power. The birds here are kind of dangerous too. The birds can use Tornado, which Ben takes a lot of damage at this point. We're hoping for critical hits for Phoebe to take care of the squid. And hopefully I don't take too much damage from the squid. The squid can do a lot of damage if you're unlucky, unfortunately. But so far, so good. He should be dead. Yes, he's dead. Pretty good fight, I gotta say. Gonna restore some of my HP with Ben. So 1 crit, 1 miss. Not a bad fight overall. We're in good shape here. So my next objective after getting the Labor Crests is to do a battlefield to get the magic ring. The reason I do this battlefield in this route is so I have a chance of a first strike against the next boss. It only happens at level 9, and you'll be able to get level 9 very easily by doing the battlefield. So yeah, you notice that we fell, we got the claw, and Phoebe switches to bow and arrow. She's much more powerful with a bow and arrow, as you saw there. Her critical hits do more than double the damage that she would normally do. That's a funny thing about critical hits in this game. They end up doing so much damage. So yeah, this battlefield here has the magic ring, has 3 different formations. It has this formation here, which you can use fire. It also has the 2 scorpion formation, which is very, very weird, by the way. That formation, you have a chance of being ambushed, or the scorpions can just go first without any advance warning. Just because they feel like it. It's only that formation. And battlefields are just weird this way. So you get the Minties and the Toad. They can be defeated by a single Thunder spell. But you don't have many Thunder spells, so you gotta watch out how many Thunders that you have left. But the backup, if you don't have any Thunders, is use Fire and Bomb. That will kill that formation in 1 round. Here's that double Scorpion battle. Got lucky there. The higher level you are, the less ambushes that you'll face. But so far, pretty good. Pretty good luck with the formations here. But yeah, it happens on occasion, and there's not really much you can do about it, other than just, like, accept what happens. Yeah, scorpions can inflict poison, and that stuff. It's not fun. Alright. Level 9. Very good level. We only had 2 of the Minty formations. That's pretty good, actually. So I got the magic ring. Boost a little bit more of our magic. But we're not really using Ben's magic to do damage here. At least for this part of the game. We get the Wake Water, which is needed because, well, you can guess which crystal its power is out of control. It's the water crystal. Wake Water can melt any kind of magical ice. This is automatically triggered events. So yeah, with this formation luck on the battlefield, I have 2 more fire spell charges and 2 more wizard spell charges, which means I can see before the snow crab and go all in, which is pretty good actually. But I'll still do free thunder crab. Auto Phoebe will take care of these guys here because they're weak to fire. Double formation is good because you kind of want the experience for the ice pyramid. I'm gonna change the manual here because there's a chance there's a mixed enemy formation here. Ah, no, not this time. All right, she has 1 more thunder, which is good, actually. So yeah, this area, the false basin, is a little bit of a block puzzle, but there's an unintended solution for this that makes this area a little bit faster. It skips the encounter. Ah, I see. I see. No mixed enemies. Interesting. Out of wizard and out of black magic spell charges. Alright. So you push these blocks in this order, in this manner. You'll be able to jump straight to the end. And we have this brown chest here. That contains our next spell, the heal spell. Right in time. And hopefully we get a preemptive strike against the crab. Let's go face the crab from the left. Not that it matters. I don't think it matters. Alright, spell, fire. Gotta get rid of the ads. The axe is effective against the crab, so I'm gonna be using the axe to good effect here. And I alter the amount of thunders I do based on how much damage Ben does. But usually he's able to do a pretty good amount of damage if he doesn't miss. Alright, we're gonna use one more thunder here. Gonna play a little bit more risky here. Ooh, that's scary, actually. I'm gonna try healing that. That's fine. Ooh, she's dead. Actually dead. That was unlucky. That was just unlucky there. Alright, no. No first strike again. But yeah, that's the thing about this game. You can get a surprise critical hits. You can't really do much about. But just take it as it is. That's the beauty of RPG speedruns. You know, lots of stuff like this can happen. It's a real test of your patience as well. I'm gonna play a little risky again. I don't think a crit's gonna happen here. That's fine. Oh, that's good. Gonna cure. That's fine. Alright, I'm gonna start using bow and arrow. Because I like the crit chances that the bow and arrow has. Unfortunately, this guy is really going in. He really likes Ben. That's okay. It's a good reason I want to save my thunders as well. Wow, that's a lot of misses. He should be dead no matter what, though. That's good. Alright, we beat him. We're alive. That's the most important part. Alright, so the reason I always save my thunders is to manage the encounters in the ice pyramid a little bit better. Take this opportunity to cure up. And go to the right, which is a bit unusual because you don't go to the right in any percents. There's a very specific reason why you go to the right here, and that's to grab the magic mirror. So no, these are not random encounters, these are just invisible enemies. They're on fixed placements on the tile. If you guys are used to any percent speedruns, none of the enemies are present, but in 100%, they're going to be present because we're going to grab the magic mirror in this chest right here. So magic mirror, obtain it here. And we'll be on our merry way. There's another variation of the route that grabs the magic mirror when you get Kaylee 2, but it involves walking back to the ice pyramid and getting the chest and exiting out, which is a little faster technically, but it does require... Well, I like to see the enemies here. And it also tells you that you're doing 100% more clearly by doing it this way. So that's why I do it. Grab the magic mirror here first. Yeah, I need to switch my weapons sometimes depending on the formations I see here. This one, there's a chance that I'll see a desert hag, like here. In this... Ooh, that's fine. I miscounted my thunders, which is okay. I can just run away. Oh, got a better formation anyways. That's okay. So, it worked out. So, yeah, one thing that's kind of difficult to do is managing your spells, and even I make these mistakes sometimes. So, don't worry if you're also running into situations like I just did, where you just run out of spell charges that you want to use. Yeah. Unfortunately, the mages here can have a Lamia, which forces me to use Thunder. This formation's always triple Lamia, by the way. So auto here is a must. Unfortunately, I got double Lamia. She's one more Thunder, but that means I can have an extra seed for use. This guy you can one-shot with Fire. Oh, one thing I should mention here is this is only possible if you do the resistance glitch, which your party member will have all these stats of the equipment of the last file that you've loaded. And since the last character, Phoebe 2, has the best gear, we have all our save slots fitted with Phoebe 2, so her gear will translate over to our party members for the entire speedrun. So that's what's known as the resistance glitch, which is why Phoebe was able to have Drain reversed. She's strong against water, wind. She resists Paralyze as well. And there's something else that I'm probably forgetting. But yeah, it also boosts stats quite a bit. So it makes attacks much more potent for your party member. This formation, you want to, well, hopefully she didn't miss, and she missed. You want to have Phoebe do some damage to crabs so Ben can kill both enemies in one round. Gonna be using a seed here. Restore HP a little bit. And have Phoebe use some thunders here, because these guys are weak to both bombs and thunder. They can both be killed by either Ben or Phoebe in one round. Since I have more spell charges, I could always opt to use more seeds. Here we go. Another formation here. You have to use bombs here to take care of the rest of damage. Because, well, we have Quake, but Quake is a very slow spell. Plus, it doesn't really do as much damage here. Alright, this guy's using Blizzard. The mages, when they're at critical HP, they can't cure themselves. Which is why I use Fire. Well, I'll use Fire anyways because I want to save on bombs. Since I have a lot of Thunder spell charges, I'm going to use Thunder here. Alright. Since it's a single crab, Ben can kill this crab in one hit. So that's pretty good. Yeah, Ice Pyramid doesn't really change much other than grabbing the magic mirror. You still grab the noble armor and the knight sword the same way. You're just at a higher level as well, which does make the ice golem a little bit more consistent. So that's always good. Another instance of Blizzard. Entertainment. And we're nearing the last third of the dungeon. So we've got mages here. This formation's always triple mage. There's not many formations in Mystic Quest where it's just is exact same every single time. Like this is one of them. The second floor Lamias are also another case. This formation here, you're gonna see plenty. You'll want to save your thunders for this. The Sphinxes are just like the centaurs. They can inflict confusion. And confusion is no fun. Get heal potions here. So yeah, my key consumable item inventory is at a specific order. I have steeds, then cure potions, then refreshers, then heal potions. This is used to get a specific setup for our item underflow glitch, which I'm going to be explaining later on. But for now, I'm going to keep focusing on Ice Pyramid. But the item underflow glitch, in short, not only does it give you more items than usual, it also does some magic to the game's inventories. But I'm going to be using it in a way that doesn't alter the key item inventory, because otherwise it's going to look very messy, and I don't think it is in spirit of 100% if your inventory looks messy. Because if you push items out of your inventory with the item underflow glitch, it will alter your key item inventory permanently. Okay. Use our last seed here. Last cure. Hopefully I don't fall through. In my limit break race in 2017, I fell through here. Yeah, 2017 DDR was green. But now that he's got the experience, feels more comfortable in such a setting. So that's all good. This is just another chapter in life. Alright, so we got this formation. Use an axe, cleaned it up. We got our Knight Sword, which gives a speed boost on top of it being an upgrade for the sword. That speed boost is going to be pretty nice. Alright, this is good. Sometimes Benjamin can outspeed the Phoebe at level 11, so gotta be careful for this formation. Although you can't really do anything about that. Like, that's just luck. Ah, riddle. This is the first... Ooh, that's not good. That is actually not good. Ooh, he's going in. Ah, this actually might save me. Oh, it did not. Oh well. That's what riddle and confusion, in effect, does. It's nasty. Alright, we got lucky, but we're short 2 fires, which is fine, actually. Gonna use Phoebe's Cure. Yeah, that's the first real bad instance of confusion and what it can do to you. Not much you can do about that. Other than this, hopefully you win. I mean, you can technically run away too, but you'd be short the spells that you've already casted. Yeah. 8 fires should still be enough to fight the Ice Golem. Yeah, we're automatically level 11 because of fighting more encounters and 100%. Here's our Ice Golem friend. Same as any percents. He has 6,500 HP. I'm going to be counting damage. So far, done 1,000. 1,400. Gotta watch out for his stomps. His stomps do the most damage. 2.4 thousand. Once he gets to halfway HP, he can use Waterfall to do a little bit of HP curing. 3.8. Restoring HP a little bit. He hasn't used Waterfall yet. 4.2. 4,000. 5,000. Gonna play a little safe here. 4.8. 5.2. You should die in the next round, not this round. 6,000. And he's dead from the next one. Yep, he's dead. Yeah, pretty good fight. Not gonna complain about that. Yeah, so far, speedrun is going the way I expected it to. Take a death somewhere, have some time loss due to bad encounter luck. Phoebe leaves our party. We restore the water crystal's power. We grab the river coin. By the way, it's very easy to forget the river coin, by the way. It's not a fun experience because you'll have to climb all the way back up the ice pyramid with Benjamin alone. It's not a fun ride for all. Yeah, make sure to grab a river coin every time. So yeah, long walk back. We're gonna need to replenish our bombs because our next destination is the exit battlefield. And we don't have enough bombs. But luckily there's a chest in the ice pyramid that replenishes your bombs. Although, if you tried to grab the chest earlier, it would have restored Phoebe's arrows. There's very rarely any purely dedicated bomb chests. I think Focus Tower is one of them. It might be the only one, actually. I don't remember. But yeah, otherwise all the other chests, brown chests here, they'll restore ammo for the for your party member. And once they're full, you can't open the chest. It won't automatically turn into bombs. So you're stuck with the bomb count that you have unless you go to the Focus Tower and restock. Yeah, it only affects Phoebe and Tristan because they're the only ones that have ammo in their weapons. So, exit battlefield, same as before. Single squids are your ideal. They're in 2 of 3 possible encounter formations. The Sphinx is in the oh, nice. At level 12, you have a higher chance of not being unexpected attacked by the by any formation here. So higher level means you can just run away right away when you get a Sphinx. I use the sword here because I like the speed boost. I think speed plays an important factor into battlefield formations. Although battlefields are just a mystery in general, I don't really understand how they work either. Like, they don't really follow the same rules as any other formations do. So yeah, level 12 of a sword, I still get unexpected attacked by, oh my god, by the squid. That's very rare that the squid goes twice in a single squid fight. The squid is mean. He can actually do a lot of damage. You get critical hit by 6 tentacles. And get hit 6 times. Just like squidites. That's 2 Sphinxes so far. One of them is a very fast formation. Is that pretty good so far? Let's see. I kind of spaced out for a little bit, but it's okay. That's 4. Oh, yeah, I like that animation too. It reminds me of Blanca's electricity in Street Fighter 2. And seeing everyone get electrocuted in Street Fighter 2. That's what it reminds me. Alright. 4 Sphinxes of Oral, that's pretty good, I'd say. Got our exit spell. We don't keep our bombs above 0 because, well, we're going to be grabbing the Venus Key next. So the Venus Key is located here. Notice that Aquaria is no longer an ice. What was that? My controller does weird things like that, movement-wise. So it unlocks Spencer's place. If you talk to the guy here at this point, he will give you the Venus Key, which is used to open up the chest in the Vulcus Tower. That's sealed away by a bomb cave. So I call those caves where you need to use a bomb caves. But you're gonna see me use a little trick to not use any bombs, but still destroy obstacles in my way. It depends very much on my bomb counts. Alright, Venus Key. Go back here to this section of the Focus Tower. So this Focus Tower section actually doesn't let you go to a new area technically, but allows you to manipulate objects to let you access the next area. Venus Shield is our next equipment upgrade. Venus Shield gives you paralysis protection, which is very, very important. You need to push this block here specifically, and we need to grab this spell here, Blizzard. Blizzard Entertainment. Blizzard, unfortunately, I'm not going to use it at all. For both my party members and for Ben. And one more thing here. Grab Fire, which we could have grabbed before, but since I have exit, I don't have to walk all the way back. So yeah, we filled out our black magic spells pretty nicely here. Grab one more explosives refill. So I'm gonna be. This is the rest of the bombs I'm gonna be using for the rest of the speed run. So 13, that's more than enough for me, because I don't want any bombs by the time I do the Fireberg area. So yeah, 100%. I will be doing all of the Fireberg area, including defeating Dual Head of Hydra. I'm gonna be switching to Claw. Fireberg song. Fireberg song, you're gonna hear quite a bit more of it. We're gonna be grabbing this guy, Ruben. He's gonna have a very specific use for 100%. First, we're gonna be grabbing the multi-key. Actually, before we grab multi-key, I'm gonna be doing the item underflow glitch. So the way items work, consumable items work in this game, is you can use 0 of an item and it'll actually underflow. So what happens here is you use 0 seeds because you can buy 0 seeds. It puts 0 seeds in your consumable item slot, but if you use the 0 seeds, it actually underflows your items to have 255 seeds. It also does some weird things. So it overrides the next consumable item, the Cure Potions, into a Sky Coin. But I want to do this trick twice because I want to have the second slots be the Sun Coin. Because the Sun Coin is going to be used to unlock the Windia area. So it's going to be more like an 80% run. So yeah, I have to use all 255 seeds, or 256 in this case, in order to get the next underflow. But not only do I have to write in or have the sun coins in the second consumable item slot, I have to put it in my key inventory slots. And the way I do it is just like duplicating a seed in battle. I have to use the seed or use the coin in battle, back out, and then run away. And it'll write the coin in my inventory. But before I do that, I'm going to talk to Trista. So 0 items in your inventory only lasts for the area that you're in. You can't carry that outside. Get the multi-key from Tristam, our buddy. Get our next bomb upgrade. Alright, use 0 seeds, right into fire coin, and exit out. And we're going to be doing this formation, this battlefield next. So, oh, this is the perfect formation. I'm going to use the sun coin and run away. And now the sun coin is in my inventory. Otherwise, I'm going to be using Reuben, auto, and using exit to fight this battlefield. So this battlefield has 2 formations. It's just like the exit battlefield. The single spiny guy, single red Sonic, is 2 of the 3 possible formations. The slime here, unfortunately, I'm seeing a lot of slimes, is another formation. So you have more chance of encountering a single sting rat. I don't think kidnits are quite rats. I don't want to be biologically accurate, but it's okay. Yeah, straightforward battlefield. Reuben one-shots these guys as well, so that's good for us. So our reward for winning this battlefield is the Gemini crest, which we're going to be using right away. But before we use the Gemini crest, we're going to be buying a few extra, or a few upgrades. And this is the only opportunity in my routes that allows you to do that. Because in the Windia area, I'm going to be grabbing the max upgrade of the axe and the helmets. But if you try to buy the upgrades while having the Giant's Axe and Apollo Helm, the NPCs won't let you, which means your run is unfortunately invalidated. So here, this lady sells the Battle Axe. You buy that. Use the Gemini crest. Go here. And get the Steel Helm from this lady. And be on our merry way, because we have the Sun Coin. In our key item inventory. To the Aquaria area. Not Aquaria area, the Windia area. Don't need any more bombs. Because the Sun Coin is now in our key item slots, we can open this door and proceed just like any percents. Yeah, that's the only way that to use the tricks of the speedrun. To do the same route as any percent without altering your inventory permanently. So I cured up here because this guy, he can one-shot. Ooh, the sleep loops. All right, we outsped him. All right, save some time, because in my PB I died quite a bit of times to the mummy. Yeah, the mummy can put you to sleep, poison you, and petrify you. So, not a good combination of stuff. And you have to fight him, like solo. We got our buddy Tristan back. And he's going to be accompanying us for the next bits. Like, only the live forest. We use our axe here, chop down these trees. We're actually not going to see any use of the battle axe at all, because it's going to be trumped by the giant's axe. Here is fine. I'm going to be... This formation is fine. If it was triple mummy, I would have ran away from it. Ooh. Ooh, that's not good. I'm gonna risk it here. Ooh, not good. Not good. Not good. Alright. Alright, I win. It was pretty much another rope bridge mummy incident. Out of white spell charges. So, the nice thing about having infinite seeds is, well, you've got pretty much unlimited seeds for yourself to use. So you don't have to duplicate any more seeds using the old method. Alright. We can grab the giant's axe now, but it's better and more consistent to grab it with Kaylee. Just chop those trees down and proceed there. Fight 2 more encounters, and grab the chest that has the giant's axe. Uh-oh. Yeah, you'll see exit missing because it's using Benjamin's accuracy, as I explained earlier. Talk to the tree. Yeah, you'll see a huge disparity in our partner levels. Because, well, we're pretty much doing the same sequence break as we are doing in any percents. So you'll notice Kaylee's level is a pretty impressive, level 31. Once we get her. So yeah. Any percent you would replenish your bombs at this point in the focus tower visit. But since I'm not using any more bombs, actually, I'm using bombs for like one specific section in Medusa's tower, and sometimes in the tree, because I want to use up all my bombs as much as I can. Alright, so back to Spencer's place. Since we have Tristram, I'm going to talk to Spencer again, and Spencer's going to recruit Tristram for his stuff. But yeah, one thing I should explain is our explosives here. So the explosives, you throw your bomb on the overworld map to use it. So it's pretty much a long-range bomb. But the nice thing about it is, if you have 0 bombs and you try to use the explosives, it still destroys the overworld obstacles. So essentially you save time by having no bombs and destroying overworld obstacles. And we have a lot of overworld obstacles to destroy in 100%. So we've got our Dragon Claw from Tristram that he got earlier in the Bone Dungeon. Exit out of here. And we're going to be grabbing our next partner. And very, very important, powerful partner. Kaylee 2. She's fast, good accuracy, has arrow, very strong spell, and has a lot of white spell charges as well. And she's very, very reliable. So we're going to be putting her to great use. So first, we're going to be going through Focus Tower once again. You can grab the bombs here if you like. Before we actually move on, we have a very specific spell to grab. So you see those stairs that we passed up? Now we're going to go back to them. Because we're actually going to visit Doom Castle a little early. Gonna hear a little bit of the music. So enjoy every little bit of Doom Castle music as you can while I fight this formation. Alright, here we go. Strike first, and I'm going to use life for this formation. To one-shot the shadow, use bombs here to kill the center guy, then have Kaylee finish him off with an axe. Grab the arrow spell, exit, and that's pretty much the best outcome you can get with this formation. Plus, I don't have to see any arrow spell charges, spell cast, because arrow is this very slow spell. Anything that saves time and produces the same results is always good for me. Even if it's playing it a little risky because, well, you're using white spell charges and relying on the spellcaster's accuracy. But I think it's a risk well worth taking. Which is why you'll see me cast life often instead of arrow. So that's my justification for using life all this time. Yeah, the funny thing about arrow is when an enemy casts it on you, it's so much faster because you don't have to see the whirlwind animation that our guys use. While cool and all, for speedrun setting, it is slow. It's one of the slowest spells in the game. Third slowest behind Quake and Meteor. We're gonna use Meteor soon enough. So yeah, we're gonna go down here, chop these trees. We see this chest here. We're gonna open it. We're gonna grab the giant's axe. But yeah, arrow sound effect is also pretty cool too. Yeah, same strategies for these guys. Use arrow. It's also very powerful for us too. So we're gonna be seeing Benjamin do a little bit more damage, spell-wise. Right, grab this chest here. Contains giant's axe. Coughing splits. Coughing fits are back. Gonna take this opportunity to get some cough drops in. I'm gonna switch to claw here. Split, because I like to split here. Gonna play a little safe here. And I'm going to be using an axe attack to kill one of the mummies. Then have Benjamin kill the two mummies with a multi-target arrow. He's barely strong enough with the Dragon Claw. The Dragon Claw, by the way, has a magic boost, which is why I use it to cast arrow. Without the magic boost, I wouldn't be able to one-shot those mummies here. Yeah, there. These trees here are level 1, which they're not supposed to be, so that's why you're able to first strike them all the time. At least that's what I think it is. We have the giant's axe, so we're gonna opt to use that and take the experience for beating these guys. So the one thing that Exit does if you use it as an offense spell is, well, you won't get credit for any gold and experience that that enemy drops. So because of that, you lose out on levels and money. Although money is insignificant for us now because all the enemies that we'll fight here will give us more than enough money. Let's see. Trees just the same as any percent. We grab Meteor the same way. I'm gonna use using the same strat as I do for any percent and use the Dragon Claw. The Dragon Claw can also inflict a lot of status elements on top of boosting magic. You saw that the Dragon Claw one-shot the enemy here. What it actually did was inflict the Petrify status effect, because a few enemies here are susceptible to Paralyze. And that's used to great effect here. Not Paralyze, Petrify. And once they're hit with Petrify, they just die instantly, like that. But, of course, it's not guaranteed. So, there is a degree of risk of using the Dragon Claw, but I think the rewards of using the Dragon Claw are worth it. Especially for any percent. Because you want to be level 16 before Ghidra in any percent. That way you can survive a single target Quake, should Kaylee be petrified. Another reason I used the Dragon Claw for this formation, if I didn't have the Axe, is for consistency in this formation. This formation, you have an option select of either using an Axe attack with Kaylee if Benjamin kills in a second worm, or if he doesn't, Kaylee can use Arrow to finish off the worms. Which is why I like that strat. Yeah, use a sword, open up that tree, the little mouth in the tree. Yeah, those are definitely creepy. I agree with chat there. Alright, here is where I'm going to use the Dragon Claw, and hopefully I can inflict Petrify on the oozes here. The oozes are the first enemy in the game that have a reflective barrier. If you try to cast a spell on it, it'll bounce back and hit your caster with the full damage. As if it was casted on yourself. So it hurts. Fortunately, I misplayed that because AI will prioritize healing once a character falls below 50% HP. It's harder to see on this HP display system. Well, because, well, each big bar is 40 HP. So, the display on top is actually 40 HP's worth. Very, very weird scale, but I grew up playing this scale. So, all those little big blobs of yellow are dots, are increments of 40 HP. So it's a little hard to visualize when you're at below half. But I like that challenge myself. The next formation here, I have to use a exit spell because Ben can't one-shot them, the toads here, at all without exit. I have one exit spell, by the way. That's fine. Arrow will be fine here. That also one-shots. Only Kaylee's arrow, that is. Gonna replenish both of our spells, since we both ran out of white spell charges and black spell charges, respectively. Alright, triple formation. You could alternatively use a double cast arrow to take out the worms. Ooh, nice critical. But there's a good chance that the worms can kill Benjamin this way. And Benjamin usually doesn't outspeed them. Yeah, there we go. Gonna apply a lip balm as well, because cold sores suck, unfortunately. Alright, gonna prioritize killing this guys. That's what I should have done in the first place. But yeah, the toads here, they can inflict petrify, and that's not fun. This claw section, you can just hold A and go right, and you'll automatically fall into the next claw section, and you'll be fine. Did Kaylee miss? I think she missed. Yeah, that's 90% accuracy that missed, by the way. But that's okay. Because Benjamin killed the worms with axe, I can still use arrow to finish him up. So one glitch that can happen is if you petrify an enemy in battle, it still counts as alive. So if you use a attack that splits, that's like multi-target, it'll still split the damage to the remaining enemies, but it will still count the petrified enemy as alive, and the damage calculation will include that petrified enemy. So you'll notice you'll do less damage than usual. It's a detrimental bug, I'd say, or feature, depending on how you view it. But it rarely shows up. You'll see it more often in any percents than 100%. Because on the triple worm formations, I'd be using the claw instead of the axe. Because in any percent, you'd be using the level 1 axe, which doesn't do any damage to these enemies, these higher level enemies. Let's be real here. Okay, you'll notice that I didn't use auto for the first two ooze formation. That's because Kaylee has a chance of casting arrow for whatever reason. And AI is not very smart. She's gonna eat the damage that the arrow would have done, because the oozes have a reflect. Yeah, one thing you want to hope for is these oozes to use the drain ability on Kaylee. Since Kaylee can resist drain, it actually does reverse. Like, it reverses the effects. Or we can hope for a critical hit. This formation. This formation, I'll specifically use a bomb here. I'll use a bomb because you're not always guaranteed to... Ooh, yeah, you see the effect of the drain resistance here. That killed these ooze like that. I forgot what I was saying before, but that's okay. Yeah, petrified and ooze there, that's good. Oh, she got a crit. You notice that it didn't target the other guy. Ooh, a 1 round. That's very rare. A 1 round of the oozes here is very, very good. So that's very good for us. Okay. Okay. I was supposed to use a multi-target arrow there, but it's okay. I just took an extra attack. That's not too bad. Alright, okay. Think he's below half. Can't tell right away. Yeah. Depends if you have an even or odd amount of blobs on the bottom to tell whether you're at half HP or not. It's hard to tell. Petrify is also good. We're near the end of the giant tree. It's very maze-like, very long, lots of encounters. So yeah, not an easy dungeon. One of the longest in the game as well. Level 17 is good. Alright, this formation is a little bit easier because, well, you're higher level. So you have a better chance of outspeeding the triple Scourgers. However, the Scourgers are still very, very mean. Because they can inflict confuse. But that's fine. We have enough spell charges. And let's go. So here's our next boss fight, Ghidra. Ghidra is mean. He can inflict paralysis, poison, and petrify. And his hacks are pretty powerful. Since we have the Venus shield, we can resist against petrify. Not petrify. Nice quake. Nice quake. We can resist against paralysis that Ghidra does with body odor. Nice quake again. Let's prioritize on healing, actually. Alright, we broke out. That's good. If this was any percents, Ben would not have as many options of using spells. Yeah. Ghidra's weak to arrow. So, I'm gonna use that liberally. Apply liberally. He's almost dead. So I'm not too worried at this point. Yeah, he's definitely dead. Excuse me, I'm having another coughing fit. Alright. Alright. Sorry. I think my mic was muted there. So we bought our last accessory, which is Cupid Locket, which gives us confusion. Confusion resistance. The message in the trees was go space on kid with 2 exclamation points, but we like to call it Goon Kid. in any percent. Here I'm going to use Life as an offense spell. You can use Arrow and it'll still one-shot these guys, but I like using Life because it's fastest spell animation. See, I don't know how long I was muted there for. Sorry, guys. I should be fine now. What else was I gonna explain? Yeah, I was watching my wizard spell charges a little bit here because I wasn't sure if I needed to use a seed or not. Yeah, I'll be fine. It's just annoying. I don't want to, like, imbue the marathon run with my coughing. Sometimes I'm not sure if my push to talk button works properly. I guess it wasn't, but it's fine. Here, I could use Exit and Life, but I like using Meteor here because there's a chance Spend can outspeed the two vampires, so I try that. Yeah, Meteor is a wizard spell, so which is why I was paying attention to the wizard spell charges. It's also Earth Elemental. So, you think Meteor is non-elemental in this game? Ha, it's not. It's definitely not. Same with Flare. Flare is also not, it's not non-elemental. It's fire elemental in this game. Alright. Because I have a triple sculpture, I opted to use Arrow instead. I think it's faster than seeing a Life and Meteor spell animation. Actually, I would have used Meteor anyways, or rather Arrow anyways, because undead enemies are immune to the Life spell. Because, as a reminder, Life in this game works in the opposite way as you'd think it does. Any living non-boss enemies can be one-shot by the Life spell. Yeah. Just enough wizard spell charges. Gale Mountain is a little bit different in 100% because you have to grab the Apollo Helm. So, same strategy here. Meteor Life. So, unfortunately, because we don't have Life, it's essentially the same as any percent again for Dullahan. I'm gonna use Heal, and hopefully Heal can inflict paralysis, but in this case, no paralysis here. I'll give it 2 shots. Oh no! Oh no. Well, I have to redo this fight. Doom Dance, that's the first fight where Doom Dance comes into effect. Doom Dance has a chance of one-shotting your guys. We saw another attack earlier called Doom Gaze. That's a lower accuracy instant death. There's also Corrode too, which is also instant death. But you don't see it as much. But yeah, Doom Dance is not a fun spell. Yeah, Dullahan can use it, his Reskin, the Thanatos can use it, and we have it on, what was it called again? Zoo. The orange jerkbird. We don't have Life at this point in the game because we have not done the Fireberg area yet. And the Life spell is in the Lava Dome, which we're going to grab at the very end of the speedrun. Yeah, this game, just like Final Fantasy XIII, gives you the option of retrying the battle right away. Yeah, the worst thing that could happen is your partner gets Doom Danced. So far, this fight is going kind of normally. I'm gonna use a seat here because I actually do need a wizard spell charges for the next 2 enemies I'm going to fight in Gale Mountain. I don't do that in 80% because I'd be doing enough damage to just... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Well, that was unfortunate. He just decided to use Doom Dance and hit it twice. Wow. That was actually unfortunate. Yeah, that can happen. There's not much you can do about that. It's also this, too. Getting slept by Dullahan. I haven't had this happen before, this specific scenario. This is new to me. This specific situation is new to me. Alright. Ooh. Ooh, that's actually not bad. Let's see. Let's cure. That's not good. That's also not good. I think I'm dead here. Yeah, I'm definitely dead. Kaylee was confused the entire time. That's the first game over I've seen where I didn't have any control at all. Interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, third time's charm, hopefully. Let's hope he doesn't use another Hadoumarang. We inflicted poison on him. That's fine, that's fine. We'll give heal another chance. Hopefully there's paralysis. No paralysis. Yeah, paralysis is a low % chance on hitting for Dullahan. But if you get it, it's going to save you a lot of time. I'm going to use auto here for the rest of the fight, because I need the damage from Kaylee. Because as you saw, 8 meteor casts are not enough to kill Dullahan. Having poison be inflicted early on is actually pretty good, because this fight takes like 8 turns. 8 ticks of poison will do enough damage as like 1 attack from Benjamin or Kaylee here. So I think that's nice. So Dullahan should be dead soon. Yeah, he should be dead. Yeah, he's dead. The nice thing about Dullahan, not only is he like a Dullahan, the horse is also headless. So I'm gonna use a seat here. I'm not done in Gale Mountain yet. I'm gonna be grabbing the next helmet upgrade. Which is the Apollo Helm. The nice thing about the Apollo Helm is it gives you fire resistance, which you don't have in any percents. Alright, use the Dragon Claw to get up here. Yeah, Dragon Claw acts as a hook shot, as I've used it earlier. Same strategy again. Grab our prize and exit out of here. Alright, so I'm going to be using Bomb because the first formation we're going to see in Medusa's Tower, which is the most notorious area of the speedrun, for both any percent and 100%, because, well, Pazuzu has 5 possible floors that he can spawn on. And depending on the floor you get, you can either have a really good run or a very bad run. But seeing as I've had so many deaths, maybe I'll get floor 6 and save a lot of time. But we'll see what happens here. Alright, so these guys here also have the same reflect barrier as the Oozes had. So I got a little lucky with Kaylee there, because for some reason she likes to cast arrow only on the first formation, not any other formation here. Okay, gonna use a little bit of a trick here. Not really trick, more so luck. I'm gonna use a Dragon Claw. Either get a critical hit or petrify the Garudas, because I want experience. Okay. And if I don't kill with Ben, I've got Kaylee to back me up here. I can either use arrow or use a physical. Preferred if she uses a physical though. This formation here, I'm gonna use this. Yeah, that's the thing about sequence breaking in this game. The clouds are still in the background because you're not supposed to have done this part of the game yet. Ooh, that's not good. I'm gonna have to hopefully hit all my attacks. There we go. Yeah, you saw Doomgaze there. Lower accuracy, but still instant death if it hits. Okay, there we go. So here we go. Talk to Medusa. That sets his floor. All right. Here we have exit life. Because mana cores can't be one-shot by anything that Ben does, so we have to use exit here. And life is the only thing that can kill them. Here I'm going to be using exit, because I don't want the experience so much from chimeras. It's different from what I would do at any percent. Oh, mistake. Weird mistake. I was supposed to use a bomb here. But the thing about that is, this is tricky. These guys can self-destruct too, and do a lot of damage to your guy. But I'm gonna have to risk this one. Might lose this one. Rarely seen, rarely heard the full loop of music. Alright, there we go. I chose that risk. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. So I'm a little bit higher on my bomb counts because ideally I'd be using all my bombs by the end of the third Beholder fights in this section here. Here we go. Hopefully I use all my bombs. So the reason you saw no effect on exit is because, well, it tried to be reflected back. But good thing exit does not have any effect on us. If it did, that would have been pretty awkward, to say the least. I'm gonna cure up here, just in case I get a very specific scenario happen to me here. which is if all the Garudas here cast arrow. And they all, yeah, Benjamin can't resist wind elements right now, so he'd be taking the brunt of damage. All right. To be fair, the RNG is the real horror of Mystic Quest speedruns. Only the bravest challenge the game. Ooh, I outsped a mana core. That's rare. Very, very rare. Yeah, very lucky there. So yeah, mana cores are nasty. They can do a lot of damage with their attacks. Quake is powerful, and they can petrify. Yeah, that's the power of the sword with speed boost that it does. I have enough HP to tank a few more hits. The mana cores can use Fireball. The nice thing about that now is that we have the Apollo Helm. And with the Apollo Helm, we can actually resist it. So it gives us a little bit more durability. Yeah, like this. Normally that would do like 401 damage to your Benjamin. So that's a lot of damage, to say the least. I'm out of spells. Kaylee's also out of spells. Double seed. Right. That's a pretty good spell management there. Alright, exit life. Yeah. Whatever happened with Kuma there, it was kind of the opposite, because my push to mutant button didn't work on OBS. I guess we had flipped effects. So that's why I was muted for like quite a while. While I had my coughing fit. So it works. It's kind of funny that it worked that way. Oh well. Yeah, OBS is a weird program sometimes. Well, I'm glad everyone is having fun. That's the most important thing. I hope you guys are enjoying, well, the pains and joys and thrills of Mystic Quest in general. Not just because it's 100%. It's the same kind of thrills, anyways. Because, well, Dullahana was a jerk. Let's just put it that way. Crab was a bit of a jerk as well. That's a very good question. As far as faster than vanilla routes, I want to say it's more consistent. And I want to say it's faster by just a hair. Because I like the consistency of having Phoebe 2 to do the Fireberg area. Plus, I get to use more speedrun techniques. I should have used life there. That's fine. Okay. Here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna use more bombs here. Because I want to have 0 bombs by the time I reach floor 6. Yeah. This tower is pretty weird. You go up odd floors and then go down to even floors. Let's see. Let's attack and cure our HP. Why not? But yeah. Hopefully I can show off the 0 bomb glitch very, very soon. And if need be, I'm gonna use a bomb. Yeah. You know what? Let's use a bomb here. Let's show it off. Well, Thanatos says otherwise. That's classic Doom Dance for you. But yeah, the consistency lies with using Phoebe's powerful wizard spells to one-shot pretty much all formations in the Fireberg area. And it leads to fighting the bosses. Ooh. Leads to quicker boss fights as well. Alright, this is prime bomb opportunity because Beholder is weak to bombs. Alright. Alright. Oh! Oh, wow! He self-destructed. What a jerk. Alright. So I've never gone floor 6 and 100% before. This might be the first, if it turns out to be floor 6. So we got Flare. Flare is our most powerful spell here. I kind of misplayed that. I should not have had Kaylee attack here. Stone Gaze. Oh, confused. Okay. Yeah, Flare I'm gonna use a lot more because it's a very powerful spell. Allows Ben to deal the bulk of the damage now to a few enemies. Moment of Truth. Get my axe out just in case. He is on floor 6. That's the first time I've ever had floor 6 and 100%. That's pretty good, actually. Considering my luck so far. I'm gonna take it. I'm not level 20 as I hoped I'd be. But yeah, we're not done with Pazuzu's Tower at all. We still have to go down to the 4th floor and grab Excalibur. So just an FYI, we're definitely not done with Pazuzu's Tower. Which is why on my splits, I have, I split at the end of Pazuzu's Tower. It's a pretty good opening round so far. I'm gonna count damage. So far, I've done about 4,500 from Arrow, 6,000 from... Okay, 6,000 from... Flares, 8,000. Gonna use Arrow for extra damage. So 8,000 plus 6,000, that's 14,000. This guy has 25,000 HP. Use this opportunity to use a seed. Attack. 14.5. 16,500. 18.5. I'm gonna go in. 20,000, 22,000. Alright, so I'm just gonna say 21.5. Just to be sure. Ooh, that's good. 21.5. 22. Okay, that's fine. And he should be dead on next turn. I think that's fine. No! 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 Well, that happened. That was the one thing I didn't want to happen. It happened. There we go. A wild ride. In and out. For the speed run. same opening too. He was like one turn away as well. Oh well. Ah, this is ideal. I think. Yeah, that's good. Okay, that's fine. Do I play a risky? No, I'm gonna play a little safe here. So far, 6,000, 14,000 again. Like same scenario as before. Actually, no, slightly worse. So that's 14,000 done. Let's see. 15.5. 17.5. 19.5. I should maybe die within 3 more turns. I'll go in. 20. 20.5. 22.5. He's gonna die next turn if nothing catastrophic happens. Oh, he's dead. He's guaranteed dead. He sealed his fate right there. So, the weird thing about Pazuzu is whenever he turns on his Psych Shield, it will always go last. So, that's free damage. Or free healing. Depending on how good your HP slash what was it? Spell charge scenario is. So that's one jerk bird down. Even though we got floor 6, we still got destroyed by, well, Petrify. Alright, Sky Coin. I've actually never done this part, so I didn't know where to hook shot here. Alright, let's see if, no, I don't think this works. I was thinking of using Flare, but no, I don't think Flare works against Metacore. I think like Metacore resists fire. Goes level 20. Oh, right. I have a full restore from the crystal. That's right. The crystal restores your all your spell charges and your HP. All right, we got the Sky Coin. That's the important thing. You can't actually grab the crystal. There we go. We still got to go down to the 4th floor because we need to grab Excalibur. Right, here I'm going to use the claw because I'm out of bombs now. Oh, the interesting thing about having 1 bomb left in a battle is if you have 2 enemies left and you have 1 bomb left and you use the bomb, only one of the enemies will take the bomb damage. The other enemies is going to take the damage from having no weapon. So it's a little awkward when you see the damage pop up. And you'll notice that the last bomb wasn't effective. But we didn't see it here because I had a lot of extra bombs. We're still gonna fight these formations because, well, Dragon Claw. I like the Dragon Claw here. Alright, and we have the option select of Arrow. Gonna cure up. 1 more Wizard spell charges. I'm level 20 now. That means I have one more extra wizard spell charge. Doom Dance. Funny guy. Very funny guy. These guys here, they can petrify as well. Alright, here's the chest that we need. That contains the Excalibur, the ultimate sword. You can definitely one-shot this formation with Kaylee because you have to use arrow here to kill the Chimera. Then you can use Flare to one-shot these guys. But otherwise, I'm going to use life. Being level 20, you can outspeed them more consistently. Yeah, I outsped one of the mages there. The bad thing about the mages here is, just like in Ice Pyramid, they can heal themselves if they go at critical HP. Uh-oh. I was supposed to use Fang. Use arrow. That's okay. We might see that right now. Or... okay. Ooh, this is actually not good. Quake can actually kill me here, so I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk him not casting Quake. Oh, I'm dead. That's okay. I'm pretty sure these Quake spells are supposed to be meteors. Because meteor is obviously the much stronger spell. I don't know why the game doesn't let enemies cast meteor. Because it's also Earth Elemental. Alright, last one. Last formation in Medusa's Tower. Alright, Excalibur. Gonna need a Dragon Claw here. Because this next sequence, we're gonna be doing more of the Fireberg area. And I'm gonna be showing off a very specific glitch that in the old any % runs you remember seeing. Because we use it to skip a boss fight. You're gonna see another application of that glitch. So stay tuned for that. So now it's time to return to the Fireberg area because we have a new and enhanced Reuben. Reuben has the white spell charge. And, well, we need the Thunder Rock right now. But in order to get the Thunder Rock, we need to have Dad, Reuben's dad, be lying down in his house's bed. Or the bed in his house. I think they mean the same thing. English is hard. Source. I'm a native Canadian. Born here. Anyways, we have access to this part of Fireberg area. But before we do that, we need to do this battlefield. This battlefield has the Thunder Spell charge. Thunder Spell as the reward. Reuben can one-shot all the enemies here with his white spell. But he only has 7 spell charges, so I have to count how many times I use white here. That's a good question. I think it's permanently done for. Maybe? No. It's not. It's not. Once we defeat Dual Head Hydra, it will uncloud. 3 more to use. So yeah, you're gonna notice me counting up to 10 a lot because I'm gonna be counting the spell charges I've used up for both Ruben and Phoebe. Or more. Yeah, we saw all the formation, all the different kinds of these guys. You've got the Minties, you got the Bat Dudes. Oh, right. I lost track of the spell charges. So that's why. That's why I had to run away there. Minties, Red Caps, and I already forgot the first guy. The way that happens is that character is going to override whoever's in your current party. So you can get Phoebe 2, but not get Ruben 1. If you talk to Ruben 1, you're gonna get Ruben 1 stuck with you for the rest of the game. Alright, Thunder. And we have the mine. So very, very specific trick in the mine I'm gonna use is gonna involve 0 bombs, which is the exact reason why I've kept my bomb counts at 0 this entire time. My first formation, pretty good luck. So here's where the magic's gonna happen. See that cave? I need to access that cave. Oh, going down here. Oh! I'm gonna just use the pulley glitch. Skip past that guy. Go back up here. So yeah, having 0 bombs and doing, like, going on a pulley, like, actually has the pulley effect override whatever the bomb does. Not exactly override, but adds an additional little bit of elements to it. Like, you still saw the 0 bomb glitch be used to destroy the rubble to enter that cave. But this is the only place in the game where pulleys exist. And pulleys do magical things. I could have used the pulley glitch to get down after the mummy, but it's actually slower. Oh. Use a seed. On Ruben. Good luck on this one. This is good. So if I had a third enemy there, Ruben would not have been able to finish everything off with his white spell. I would have used Ben's Thunder, because Thunder is this fastest animation attack in the entire game as well. So Thunder is very good. I'm going to be using Thunder quite a bit. Use a pulley glitch to get over here this time. No, we did not lose our Dragon Claw. This is where I'm going to use Thunder. So having the Charm Claw actually does not override it. Only if you leave the area is when the Dragon Claw is going to take its place back. The higher level weapon will always take precedence over the lower level weapon, as long as you exit the area. But if you're... once you collect the item and don't leave the item, leave the map, or if you exit, what was it called again? Or if you switch to another weapon and switch back, it's not going to be the... it's not going to be the lower tier weapon. I don't know if I explained that well, but yeah. The higher level weapon will almost always take precedence. Alright, we freed Dad. And we're gonna go talk to Dad and get the Thunder Rock. And with the Thunder Rock, we're going to go back to Auto. And he's going to help us out. I'm also going to switch to the Claw here because I'm going to need the Claw for a little bit of a section. Because there's going to be a section in the next cave containing the Mobius Crest that the Claw is going to be useful. Yeah, this backtracking is necessary because there's no quick way for us to go back to Fireburg. This is the fastest way with our current methods. About using the item underflow glitch to like destroy our inventory, which is not allowed for this category. Well, not. It's more like a consumable item rewriting. That's a better way to explain it. Here we go. Yeah, you see this section is unclouded. It's because we cleared the Medusa tower. This section is always unclouded once you do it. Let's see if I'm gonna do a little experiment here. Does this work? Okay. Alright. I thought I was able to do the same trick as I did in the tree, but no, not really. Alright. Use the zero bomb glitch to open that cave up. Go back, exit out. Zero bomb glitch to save animation time. Libra crest, we got way back. And this chest contains the Mobius crest. And we need to talk to Kaylee to get the captain's hat. The item, getting the captain's hat in your inventory itself doesn't actually trigger the ship from appearing. It's the actual event of talking to Kaylee herself that triggers this next sequence. So now we can go to ship. Alright. In the ship, we have enemies from Medusa's tower. Okay, so this I will use exits and life. Because unfortunately, Ruben is powerful enough that you'll put the mages in critical. And we don't want that because the mages can cure. The other formation I would have liked to see was double Chimera. I would like to see double Thanatos because I can one-shot them. And have Ruben defend. So Ruben can eat like Doom Dancer or Hadoomerang. Hadoomerang is such a cool name for a move, by the way. Just use your head as a boomerang. Hadoomerang. Just deal damage that way. If there was a Toho version of Mystic Quest, man, that has to be Sekibanki there. Like, having Sekibanki throw multiple heads at you would be a fun attack to see. It's no surprise that I'm a fan of the Toho projects, as you may have seen in my RPG Limit Break 2018 run of Star Ocean 4. Let's see, this formation is going to be white and flare. Yeah. I'm glad to be going back to RPG Limit Break this year to play this game, this category. Gaia's armor finally gives us that wind resistance that we need. Alright. Still saved a little bit of time. It's good. Alright. Now that we've cleared the ship, we can finally get our last party member. Whoa, whoa. That NPC definitely was after me. Like traveling my general direction. The NPC movement in this game can be fun. It's not quite as bad as Final Fantasy Legends 1 to 3, but it's still kind of bad. Let's unlock Doom Castle, but not go to Doom Castle just yet. Instead, we're going to be using the Mobius crest that we just got to go back to Fireburg and proceed to do the Volcano and Lava Dome, with Phoebe 2 in our party. And fill in the rest of our inventory and spells. So, here we go. Here is the music that everyone will enjoy, the Volcano and Lava Dome. Alright, sorry to interrupt, but we've got a battle here. These battles are going to be very straightforward because it's just the Phoebe show here. She one-shots all formations in the Volcano with her white spell. And speaking of white, we just got the white spell for Benjamin. So yeah, I'm also going to be keeping a mental count on the amount of spell charges that Phoebe has. So that's 2 so far. Because optimizing this area with this route really relies on how well you can keep track of your spell charges. So you can optimize your menuing and your fights. It's harder. It's actually pretty hard, because you can lose track pretty easily. In fact, I already lost track. I think that was 4 spell charges used. Yeah. It's 5. Yeah, this area here, you can't see the enemies in here, but there are enemies. Just like how the Ice Pyramid had invisible enemies. We need to get a key item here in order to reveal the enemies. And that key item is the mask. I just walked across an enemy, or walked past an enemy. You'll notice this as soon as I grab this next chest here, which contains the item much like the magic mirror. And it's called the gas mask, or simply known as mask. Mask the mask. Wait, wrong game and series. Yeah, that was a centaur that we just walked by, as you saw it right there. So yeah, another tricky part is these caverns here. Just try not to bonk is difficult here. You guys probably didn't notice it, but I bonked a few times. And yeah, it's tough. All right. With the mask on, we can see these enemies, because this area is very, very foggy. mask pretty much works like the glasses in Persona 4. They allow you to see the fog. Alright, this is the last formation where I have my 10th spell charge. I'm going to use a seed after this. Okay. Wizard. And we're going to come up to our next boss fight, which can still kill me, by the way, because this next boss, Medusa, can inflict every single status ailment in the game. So, she is not to be underestimated. So yeah. Here she is, Medusa. She has green hair. Strategy is going to be use flare and whites because, well, has their most damaging attacks. Confusion. I'm gonna play this out. Ooh. Ooh. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. Ouch. That's fine. That should be fine. Or... yeah. Good thing she broke out of confusion there. I'm not gonna need to use cures right now because, well, Phoebe can one-shot most of these formations here. No problem. 5. So yeah, Lava Dome here is very maze-like. It's very easy to lose your way because there's a lot of twists and turns. Plus, this screen here actually loops around. That's a fun fact. Gonna cure just in case. Because I'm going to be using Flare in this formation. Yeah, Medusa loses her hair when you beat her, which is pretty funny. I always like that little bit of detail in there. 7 spell charges already? I think that's fine. I'm gonna save a spell charge here by using Flare and using a physical. We use a zero bomb glitch again to break this boulder. Goodbye, boulder. I made it disappear with magic, essentially. And then... there we go. We got our life spell. Exit out. And go here. To the left part of the volcano, or lava dome, that is. I keep mixing those two places up when they're two distinct places. Here we go. We take the left part and then the left branch after that. Because there's one more item to grab here. One more piece of equipment before the Aegis shield. And that is the, what was it called again? The Moon Helm. The Moon Helm also would have given you fire resistance, but the Apollo Helm, as an upgrade to the Moon Helm, already provides you that. With the fire resistance. So the nice thing about the double ninjas here is they're weak to thunder. So you can use Phoebe's thunder to good effect here. Use our zero bombs again to make the boulder disappear. Same thing here. Medusas can be one-shot with thunder. Since I used a seed, I reset my spell charges. With free ninjas, unfortunately, you can't use Thunders. As you saw in the Avizard, Steno, and Ninja fights, multi-target Thunder wasn't able to kill the ninja there. This one, I can use Flare and Thunder. And that will kill this formation. The reason why I kill these enemies in this specific way is I save on the death animation time. Because having all the enemies die at once, only one death animation will play. Versus killing one enemy and then another enemy, that's 2 death animations there. Each death animation is like 0.7 seconds. So there's the Moon Helm. We still need to go through this section, so we can't exit out right away. Take this formation because it's a Steno. And you also notice that enemies die faster if they die together. Or die slower if they die together. Whereas if it's a single enemy, they die, their death animation is quicker. I just noticed this wizard spell charge too, so I caught that just in time. So you see, Ninja doesn't die to multi-target Thunder there. It's good. A flare here, I'm going to use it. Actually, it doesn't matter what happens here. It does matter if I use it here, though. I want to be defending with Benjamin because for these instances, Benjamin has a very good chance of actually going first. And you don't want that to happen. So that's why you have Benjamin set to defend most of the time. If lights also die to one Thundercast as well. So yeah, we need to press this switch to unlock this part of the lava dome in order to access the dual head Hydra. Seed here, exit. Yeah, level 41 is the level cap here. It's such a weird cap. It's kind of like having level 40 in Pokemon Go be your level cap. I mean, the only special thing about... oh, right. It's because of scale. It actually is because of scale. Because you can have at most 2 lines of HP. And if it's scale, it's not going to let you. So I'm pretty sure that's the reason why. It's silly, yes, but it's the only reasonable explanation I can give. I actually lost track of my spell charges, but I think I'll be okay. First strike. Oh, it's because I seeded, that's why. That's 4 so far. Five. These turtles here, they're resistant to fire. So I'm gonna need to use Thunder here. Doesn't matter if he goes first or second here. You see that happens when you have Sword and he's higher level. The chances of Benjamin going first increase that much more. Ooh, rarely seen the enemy actually going first before Ben. Maybe I should have kept sword there. That's okay. I don't think that's ever happened to me before, too. Oh well. It's 8. Nine. Yeah, you'll see me alternating spells between Thunder and Flare for Ben, and Thunder and White for Phoebe. Because if I casted it White, I'd be eating extra death animations from the ninja there. That specific formation. Let's see. Thunder Whites? No. Whites and Thunder. Yeah. I just recently learned this formation. This should work with... Oh, I need a claw here. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Here's a treat for you. We're gonna see Bleak. No, we're not gonna see Bleak. Bleak from DKC Free. Actually, no, that's Snowman. Blizzard. That's Blizzard. I'll call him Bleak because you don't want to see Bleak. And DKC Free speedruns. Let's see. Maybe this will work. Oh, doesn't work. We both don't have spell charges. Yeah. This is what I mean by it being difficult to manage your spell charges. Like, it's very easy to lose track. So the only thing that you'd lose here is time because of, well, these formations are pretty trivial, so you're pretty much against yourself at this stage in the game. Yeah, this formation can be one-rounded like this. Phoebe's arrow shot is the fastest attack that can injure the if-light enough for Flare to finish it off. Thank you, Cold Knots, for the Twitch Prime subscription to RPG Limit Break. Don't forget to subscribe to RPG Limit Break. You guys like what you're seeing here? Yeah, this... You can see why Lava Dome is pretty gnarly. All these twists and turns and different paths, they're not very intuitive at all for a casual player. So I do not blame anyone for being lost here. Even in the speedrun, it took me a bit of time to get used to the Lava Dome. So, believe me, it's not easy. Learning to navigate your way through the Lava Dome. Thank you, Chizavizzle, for the Twitch Prime subscribe as well. Alright, 4 left. 3 left after this. Ah yes, the randomizer does exist for this game as well. Although, it is, it's very interesting. I'll just put it that way. Like, there's a lot of things that make it stupidly challenging. But it's also pretty fun. Like, once you get past the challenge. Alright, 1 more left, I think? Knowing this formation, it's probably... Oh, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's 1 left. Okay. I'm still going to be needing to seed before Dual Head Hydra here. Yeah, now we got to this section. It's much faster to just exit out and go through that path, because there's no real easy accessible path to go straight to that door from the Switch, the Nintendo Switch. Poison isn't fun, but it's manageable. Well, it's what happens when Ben goes first, which you don't want to see sometimes. But that's okay. Okay, use the seeds. Heal up. And wail on this guy, the dual head Hydra. So strategy is use whites. That's pretty much it. The nice thing about fire resistance is, well, Ben resists fire. But Phoebe does take quite a bit of damage from it, though. And it's also multi-target fire, too. So that's a little scary. So there's a chance that he'll use it. I'll risk it. What I'm doing is a bit risky, but I think he's gonna die anyways. Like, he can get past this without healing at all. I don't recommend it, personally. But I like taking risks. Not bad. Although, having my mistakes cost me a minute because, well, in my PB, I definitely played the Lava Dome super, super well. Alright. So, second last red chest of the game. We need to still collect the Sun Coin via the chests, because that's the rule set in 100%. Collect the Sun Coin. Now we can be on our merry way to Doom Castle. So yeah, you'll notice that once we clear the Lava Dome, the area over Windia will also uncloud. You're gonna see it shortly as soon as we ride the ship to the Doom Castle. Fireburst song, last you'll hear of it. Well, the game registers it's just the same way as a key item, so it's still there. It doesn't write it into your consumable Sun Coin slot. You can walk down here, exit out to the overworld, and enter the ship from here. That's a little faster by like 0.2 seconds. Claude discovered that trick, and I've been using it ever since. Alright. I will do a final verification of my inventory just before fighting Dark King. Right. We need one more chest to grab. Okay. Thunder and Flare here. Or I could do 2 fun. Oh, he survived. He actually survived. Interesting. I did not expect that. Anyways. We're gonna grab the Aegis Shield, which I don't do in my any percent runs. This is the red I take. This formation, I think I can do this. No. I'll still kill the Gorgon this way. Like, if I have a Squidite here, I'd be able to save a death animation. Here's the Aegis Shield. Aegis Shield gives you paralysis and petrified protection. It's worth considering if you're doing 80%, but I like to skip it. Since you have to find an extra encounter and like loop around back up here. Use 0 bombs again for the last time. And fight these guys. So this guy is a little bit glitched. Skullrus Rex does not have the boss flag. And because of... oh, what the heck? Because of that, you can use life and kill him. He's also not undead, apparently. Oh. It doesn't matter. I have Thunder. So yeah. First boss down of the refights. Oh yeah. Dragonclaw, I don't... he's... Dragonclaw, he's not immune to Petrify? That's surprising. I guess it's because he doesn't have the boss flag anyways. That there's no status effects. Ooh. Triggered on him. Or status resistances triggered on him. Yeah. Dragonclaw only has a % chance of triggering status effects, much like using heal as an offense spell does. Like, same logic here. You notice that I used Thunder for these formations is because Thunder has a faster animation time, and it allows me to see only one death animation for the majority of the fights here. Versus using whites and having to see a death animation and using flare. Like, it's overall a little bit slower because you're seeing a longer spell charge or spell cast off in whites and one more death animation. And in these two squid eye formations, you have a high chance of first striking anyways. So having Thunder is pretty good. Gonna use the seed. Yes. There we go. Okay. Flare and Thunder. Oh. Not if Ben goes first. But that's okay. That's the only scenario where this strat fails. But still a little bit overall faster because Thunder is faster versus using whites. Alright. Let's hope I didn't forget to open these areas. I've tended to forget to hit a switch or two. But I think I'm okay. I remember in my first Mystic Quest, Mystic Mondays, I forgot to hit the switch and didn't PB because of that. That was my first Mystic Mondays, too. Those were good days. Right. Gonna use auto here. This guy also does not have the boss flag, so you can use exit on him. Ooh, that's not good. This guy has Corrode, he used it on Ben, but I pretty much won this. Sometimes I've seen Phoebe use whites automatically, but she doesn't do that often. Use a claw here, and claw here. Yeah, Mystic Mondays is kind of hard to align to because not everyone has the same availability. But we definitely have times where every Monday we would race any percents for this game. Let's see. That's my last spell charge for Phoebe. Gonna use Ben for this formation because he can kill these guys with flare. Ooh, outsped 2 to Cerberuses, which is good. Yeah. Alright, here we go. I think, do this. Or that could happen. Well, still kill them all the same. Interesting. Okay. I can use white or flare here, depends who goes first. Oh, she's confused. That's fine. I got flare to back me up. One more enemy before our next boss, the refights. Thunder should work. Thunder Flare. Speaking of Thunder Flare, please look forward to the Star Ocean First Departure R run in RPG Limit Break 2020 as well. I know that one's going to be good. So here's Twin-Headed Wyvern. Going to be using Flare, Arrow actually, to open up. Because the Twin-Headed Wyvern's actually weak against Arrow, or rather, yeah, Wind Elemental. I'm going to use Life, and that's if he uses the Fire attack against Ben, which he is not, or against Phoebe. Because 2 of the fire things can kill Phoebe, like, instantly. Not instantly, but if Twin-Head Wyvern critical hits that fire, it one-shots Phoebe. So that's also nasty. I should live for that. Yeah. Almegas has a guide on game facts for running any percents. So you can always consult game facts. And we also have a community Discord for Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. So you're always welcome to ask for an invite. This sheep is dead, actually. There we go. That's a dead twin head. That wasn't a bad fight. I used the life of Ben just to be safe there. I'm gonna need to cure Phoebe as well. You'll notice me use Ben's cure a lot, just because his cure slot is like right there. But the danger is you can accidentally exit out. Well, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna play it carefully though. Ooh, favorite overworld weapon. It's gonna be the explosives. Because you do so much cool stuff with having 0 explosives. As you've seen in this run. Especially in the mine. And in Lava Dome. Alright, this is... Well, I might have menued too fast. That's good. Okay. Another weird thing about this game is if you menu too fast, like, the game will think that you're on the previous spell when your cursor is on the spell you want to cast. So on that turn, you're gonna be casting the spell that it was that the game thinks that you're on. So say for example you wanted to cast Arrow, but you're casting Life instead. The game will think you're on Life, so it'll cast Life instead of Arrow, even though on the next turn your cursor is going to be saying it's on Arrow. It's a slight annoyance, and I've had it happen to me a few times. I'm not sure what exactly causes that. I think it's just menuing too fast. I should still win. Yeah, I can win. Good thing I had the Aegis Shield. Alright. And good thing we have access to White, because White is a pretty fast spell. Meteor is the slowest spell in the game. As you saw in Dullahan, Meteor's spellcast time is quite long. It looks cool, but it takes forever. Ooh. We outsped everything. That's good. Oh, this is a very interesting formation. Or not. I could just go first. What I could have done is either use Thunder or Physical Attack on the Chimera. Phoebe could have gone first, done enough damage to the Chimera so that Ben's Flare could finish everything off in one round. But no, Ben just decided to go first. That's okay. Alright, one more battle before our Jerkbird friend. His name is Zoo. He's orange. He has Doom Dance. Has less HP than Pazuzu. But can do a boatload of damage. But he also has a glitched move. I'm also going to use Arrow here because that means I save on a Wizard spell charge. Alright. Everyone was faster than Phoebe. Interesting. It's 1,000 damage. Flare and White. Ha! Missed. 5,000. Yeah, I saw the glitched Psych Shield. That happens when Pazuzu, or Zoo rather, tries to use a bugged attack. And that's Psych Shield. Like, I like to think of Psych Shield as Captain America throwing his shield at you guys, but the shield does no damage. That's fine. But yeah, Zoo's almost dead. Pretty good fight, actually. Sometimes Phoebe can outspeed Zoo here. And she can eat reflected whites. But a good fight. That was very good. So, one more inventory check. Level 25. It's actually rare that I'm level 25 for Dark King. I pronounce it zoo. It's like Pazuzu. Oh, the legendary 80% fight is a 6-turn. I've done 6-turn Pazuzu before, where you get both critical hits off of your melee weapons. Alright, one more check of your inventory. All items, key items, all spells, armors, and weapons. That is 100%. So we've satisfied the requirements for 100%. So the strategy is a little different in 100%. It's because you need the actual magic boost of the Dragon Claw to deal damage to Dark King. The Dark King has too much HP so that any attack that you do, actually, any curing that you do to Dark King actually damages him because it overflows his HP. Let's see. Flare and white. Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. Cure Potion. I have not seen this actually happen on 100%. Curious of what happens here. Time comes up. I do it when fade to black. Let's see if that happens here. Alright. That is the speedrun of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest 100%. And time. That's pretty good. Considering how much deaths I had happen to me. Particularly in Dullahan. I got floor 6. Floor 6 is the main reason why I still have a 250. So that's good. That does beat my old run by a little bit. Yeah, beats it by like a minute. My run last night. So yeah, that is Final Fantasy Mystic Quest 100%. Thank you all for joining me and joining us at RPGBlitz2020. This game and this category will also be featured in RPG Limit Break 2020. So do look forward to that. RPG Limit Break will be held from May 9th to the 16th over at Salt Lake City. If you're there in the area, you can always register and drop by and say hello to us. And you can also enjoy the marathon at this channel right here.